Yeah, this is my Angular to do app. I will share my screen with the entire yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, this is my app. Okay. So in this app, actually, it's a simple to-do app. So in the to-do app, we have that user. Actually, user that API is not username; it's a user ID and a reminder. Actually, it's completed or not like that. And another one is what is this to-do one? It's not a kind of English. It's something else. So this is the API for that one. So my app is what my app doing it. Let me uh, bring down this one. Down, okay. So here, this is the API I'm going to call in my app, right? So if you can observe, this is the text in there in first. See here, and if you copy something, copying this one. Also, you can see that completed a kind of true or false one. So you can find it right. It's a false. So same way, another the below one is true. So the below one it is actually it has a thousand. What we call thousand. One second. Yes, okay. Um, Actually, it's have thousands of JSON data, I mean JSON objects. But for loading our simplicity, I make one section records only displaying here by using slides. So this app means these details actually fetch the details from the server. This is the server we consider. Then I can remove it. I can add it. If I open inspect here, first we go through this UI part, then we can walk through the code. Okay, we need this tab. So if I add something, so enter my name Rajnikant. My task is I have to complete my assignment today. So it's completed. It's completed. So I make it is a completed. So we can check that it's really calling this server or not. Anyway, it's really calling this one because we are getting the data whatever there in here. So I'm now adding this task. So if you observe, it's added. See here, this is the call for that one. See, these are the details. Okay, these are the things. Let me check here below. Yeah, see here, Rajinikanth, I have to complete this task. So same way, I make some toggle here. So this way we can do that. Actually, I have to clear this one. I will do that one. Okay, that's no problem. Then actually we can remove this one. So if I do here, see, it's got removed the first trigger. It's went to API and it removed. So since it's a kind of our fake JSON server, right? So for that thing, it went to DB card. Then in the UI, I removed it from that list. So this way I can remove records also. Okay. Now another one. Anyway, we have to update something, right? So the update means it's a kind of for this task today work I completed. So that's the thing. I can make it as a update. So it's a kind of task. See here, it changed to true. If I also it went to call to the our JSON server. See, if I update it, it make to false. It's a kind of toggle. So that's the update functionality here. This is a simple Angular app I created as a part of this assignment. So if you see here, I added this one, right? So I can remove it also like that. I can update it any records. Based on that, see here files are increasing it, right? So I can remove also like that way. So if I add anything, so now I want to say something. What we call Srikanth. Uh, you have to complete your assignment today. So he's not completed. So I make this is the pass. So if I add task, it's into the yes, it's into the what we call that server. So if you see payload also, so user ID and this one, right? So in the below, you can see the reminder is false. So it means whatever the details we are giving out, it went to the server. So for the thing, I am showing here correctly, right? Actually, why you are showing ID 1 year? Because our API user ID only holds, not username. For better view, I added a name here. Here we can have something Sushant. So in that way, it will the display wise it will be good. See here, now it's added. Actually, I wanted to do the post one, but I took this one, this example actually. So it looks like this. So let's go to the let's walk to the code, right? So it's actually in the UI we I used mainly three components. Uh, if you observe here, this is the list of items. We call it as this is the one item, this is the one item. So this all these items I created one component. I'm kind of displaying this item in total what we call task. I have one task component. In that task component, I have the list of tasks and also one extra. This one is add task. So it's a kind of toggle I made. Whenever you can add it, you want to cancel, it will be so. So actually, I not focus on the CS one. I just took the some box and displaying this card. This cards we already know, right? Yeah, there I have that particular right. So come to this code part. So I actually whatever the module I used it, I kept here. We wrap that module.ts. Yes, this one. Not this one. Sorry, this one. In this thing, I will show you how data comes from parent to child and child to parent. These are the modules I used in this part of our what we call our small Angular app. So I used some materially. The anyway Angular is a big, this library is there in Angular. It's a kind of easy to use. So it's enough for our requirement. So I use this one for better view thing. So I actually first we will check how this lists are showing, right? So further thing, I have one component. This is the parent component of all them. This is a task dot component dot case. Let's check here. I have only two components, two custom components. That is the app add task item and another one is app task item, right? So this item is a list. If you see here, ng for right. So those lists are this one. Okay. How this lists are comes? How this list comes from the server? Let's check here. Okay. So this so then this task object, task array. So if you go to the component place, yeah, actually for this communication, we need to create one service, right? So in that service, I have task service.ts. In the thing, so if you first time go to this task component.ts file, so I gave it in the ng init. It means when it's a component loaded, I can able to see the tasks. Actually, I am getting multiple, I mean thousands of tasks. So I for better view thing and or better understanding, I splice it. So this is not a concern. So actually, when this component loaded, it is it's calling this task service get method. I mean get task. So if you go to get task, this is the get task. this get task integrating with this server. So further thing, I configure something. This is the API URL, whichever we are showing it here. Same. Then it's a list. First time I'm getting the this kind of to-do list from here. So I'm slicing it this component, right? This one. So that's the reason I'm only seeing here 16 components. Okay, that's thing. If I reloaded it, so it's all the components are loaded. So when I now come to kind of add. So when I add something, um, take Manish, I will do it tomorrow, not now. So it's not completed. So I didn't check anything. So I am adding task, right? So it's added below. I should clear that one. Hmm, I will do that thing also. So yeah, this is added, right? How this added? Actually, first we go through like this. So in the component, we have add task one component. How this component data going to the server. I mean, we will check that flow. Before that, we middle of the how we showing the display list of to do list, right? So here I get the what we call list. Then I put it in the this list. I mean this task, right? So if you open this task, task dot here, I am iterating those tasks. I am cropping this task. I am sending one task to the this task item, right? That means we'll check this one whenever we updating and deleting. So first we go through this. I am sending data from parent to child in this case. It means I am this is the my child component of this task dot component, right? So if you go to here task item component, in this task item component, first I will open these two files. These only we concentrating. So whatever the input I am getting from the parent, so for the thing I created one input variable here, right? This is the variable holding the task. So in the UI I am simply displaying that value task dot user id, task dot completed, task dot title. So these are the my some other action that is update and view. So this way it is displaying these things. So now I want to add something. So I have another component add task. So in the this added task also belong to I mean this added task also child of task component, right? So we'll see how this whenever I am clicking adding something, how it's adding here, right? We'll check that one. This is my add task component, right? So in that thing, this is the my biler my template. So in the template, this is my kind of input. So I am giving two-way binding. So HG model, when you want to giving two-way binding, you need to bracket and this one. So this kind of syntax. And whenever I fill the data in this form, it automatically fill it in this place, this data. It automatically fill this data. So when I click add, okay, where I can go. Yeah, here I have add, right? Add task. This one. This add task. So whenever I click this one, it catch here. This event here comes here add task. So I get the data from that this variables and put it in and make a some kind of JSON object. Then I am emitting from here. It means I am sending data from child to parent, right? So for that thing we use at the rate output event emitters. right? Event emitters, that my type is task, even though I'm using TypeScript, right? So I should use this one, right? So I am emitting this event. Same way, this is the child component of which one, task.component or HTML, right? If you see here in this task.html, I am catching. This is the thing. So it will be execute this add task in here, right here. So from there I am calling service. From there I am calling service. This one. So I am sending data to uh, I am sending data to server. If you observe something, one point here, actually kind of if you see here component.html, we are subscribing this observable and subscribes. Sorry, here where is in service I am returning observable. These observable subscribes is a more or similar promises in our general concept. So from this, it's hitting the listing to the server and wait for the response. Once I get the response only, I am subscribing here. That thing, that one point we need to note here regarding this one and showing this time. So in this case, I added to the server, right? Then in the task.component, that record added to the server. Then here I am pushing the data to the UI for showing in the UI, right? So this is the add. Same way we have for update and remove. So this update and remove there in item that task, right? Here task item only is there. Okay. Here I have two events, click events, that is update and remove. So we can I mean go through these two at a time. So I am same way I am clicking update or remove. This event captured in this ts file. So this event, then from there I am emitting these events. So for the thing I should use output here. Then it's emitting that output to the parent component. That parent component is task.item dot task dot tasks. The parent is tasks. So in the task it's catching here. From its calling update reminder and delete task. Those details are here. Update reminder and delete task. Here I am doing that. I am first updating or deleting the details in the UI, right? So whenever I it's clicked it's true, I'm making it as a false. So whenever you want to delete it, I am removing from the UI. Then I am calling to the this service, our service. You observe here the update service. For update service, we are updating based on the ID. So delete also we directly delete, right? So no need to pass any task. Maybe I should what we call send only ID here. Here I am need full task to update the thing based on that. Yeah, this is my simple Angular app. Yeah, this for this UI thing I used that Angular materializer module that we can see in the what we call. Let's see. Here it's showing all the our components and imports. Imports means that's the modules we are using in this as a in this project, right? So actually how this is loaded, these Angular and Vue React is called a single page application. So we have only one page, that is index.html. This is index.html. This is the app where our app comes to the this place actually, right? If you go to app.component.ts, I used our app task here, right? So these data come to this place. These app bootstrapping here. No, sorry, here. task running on this one. This is the one interface, means it's only it's a kind of Pojo Pojo here. So in that model, we have one file here, there for the bootstrapping it. Yeah, yeah, this one, the whole app is bootstrapping here, main.ts. So also these files are created when we create our new app. So if you want, we can check this. We can go through this. These are dependencies I am using. This RxJS and this material, mainly these forms. Okay. These are the my scripts. If I just type start, it will be start my app. So these are the predefined. Whenever we create app, it will be automatically. If you add any dependencies through CLI, it automatically reflected here. Yeah, this is a dev dependency. It's only kind of useful as a part of development. It shouldn't act added in the actual production. Same way when we building it, it's that file stored in dist folder, just like other. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.